Hello again, fake internet friends. Empire Jeff again, day 2, hiking in Muskoka, and I am still trying to find access to Dogleg Lake. It's not what it's called. It's not noted as anything on the map. It doesn't have a name, so that's why I want to find it. Because usually the places that are hard to get to are the ones most worth going. Yesterday, I tried following the logging trail off to the west and swinging back north, and let me show you what that looks like. Sorry for the shakiness, but as you can see, this trail, we're looking west right now, it goes down into a low spot about 40 meters below where I'm standing right now, and then it swings back uphill to the north towards the lake. And that's the marked trail on the map, but the northern leg of the trail isn't passable. It's clogged with waist-high, nipple-high weeds, which isn't, so bad, except there's a lot of fallen trees and branches underneath those weeds, so it's like ankle snap in heaven. And I had no wish to keep pushing through there and chance getting hurt, and no one being able to find me or get myself out of there. So what I'm going to do is take the high ground to the north from I put in this time, and see if I can reach it that way. Now the trail I'm going to try isn't marked as a logging road, but it appears to be a game trail, excuse me, as you can see by these big ass moose tracks. So I'm going to follow those tracks up this high ground here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get over a little bit. Kind of goes up the hill into the ridge line there. So we'll see what we see. Folks, a couple miles in from my put-in point in this game trail, which branched off into several other game trails. I just kept following not the easiest or most direct route, but the route that was the easiest to walk, and been gradually heading downhill. And if my calculations are right, and they almost never are, I should be about 150 meters away from this lake. So let's go see if we can find it. Remember how I told you I was starting off on the high ground? Well, what goes up must come down. And there's where I came down. It wasn't a climb so much as a controlled fuck up, but I'm safely down, and it'll all be worth it pretty soon. Because watch this. Why? Because here we are, Dogleg Lake. It's about 500 meters long on the long side, about 250 on the short side. No houses out here, no cabins, campsites, whatever. Totally unspoiled. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to cast around the shore, look for a likely camping spot to come back sometime, and we'll wrap this up. Take care. You can see this is where deer and moose come down to come to the lake and drink. The moose probably swim across, go up this point over here. Next trip out, I'll go scope at that point for some potential campsites. Looks a little better than it does down here. This is like low, wet ground. Over there will be higher and drier. Less critters. Pretty spot. Very pretty. Alright, now it's time to go back home. And I do believe I'm going to be trying to come back out through this low draw. That was the last part that I came in on. So instead of coming north-south, I'll be going out east-west this time. See you when I get back. Okay, back on top of the ridge line. Low ground was not panning out. Brambles were getting too thick. Those are black flies I'm blowing off me. They seem to drink that DEET up like it's Kool-Aid. Anyway, you can tell this used to be a logging trail. See a lot of cut sections. Right now, it's currently only being used by game. See a lot of piles of deer shit, a lot of tracks. So I'm going to keep on keeping on until I get to the truck, and we'll wrap her up. See on this logging trail, you got some old spray paint markings on this cedar tree. Looks like somebody had marked it to come harvest it and drop it to the left down into that draw right there. Wonder if they're coming back for it. Haven't seen any other activity up on this trail. Looks like a fucking T-Rex came through here. That's the kind of stuff you see, trees pushed over all the time. Here we are, popped out on the logging trail, that one I showed you in the beginning that was going way down, about 40 meters below where I started. Well, this is it. And this is the game trail I came back from the lake on. It was much easier than getting there. Okay, this is probably the logging trail that Google Maps and Canada Toporama shows about 500 meters down the road and to the left, which looked like it was something once, but it doesn't really go anywhere. This goes right to that lake. Okay, so next time I come up here, I definitely know where to turn off and make it a lot easier on myself. It took me about an hour 20 to get to the lake on the way there, and that was mostly downhill. It took me about I'd say 40 minutes on the way back, and I was mostly going uphill and or flat. But once I got to the top of the ridgeline that I was following on the way in, it was all pretty much a straight shot down that logging trail. All right, one more hill to climb. Truck's at the top of that rise, and it's Miller time. Okay, that's a wrap. Did about 6 miles round trip today, which was much better than yesterday, seeing as I did probably 8 to 10 miles and didn't even get to the lake. So got a good route, got a good line on a couple of decent camping spots. Looking forward to coming back here this fall when it's both cooler. It'll cut down on the fly problem, and it'll also some of this low vegetation that you have to walk through should be thinner due to getting eaten by the wildlife and just dying off for cold weather. So that's it from Muskoka. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.